Hello and welcome. Let's talk about Eden. Let's talk about the garden. So, what went down in the garden? If you don't know, here's the Cliff Notes version. God created man and, all the other shit. And he told us there's this tree. It's got this fruit. Don't eat of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Lots of ofs. And this serpent shows up. A lot of people disagree with this, but my reading of the Bible is pretty clear to me that it's meant to be Lucifer, you know, the Satan of Satan. Uh, and he says to us, no, he's keeping this from you. Eat of the tree, and you will be as he. You will be as God is. You will know right from wrong. You will be able to build the world on your terms. And so obviously we go ahead with it. We think Eve hears it, she says it sounds like a good deal, and then pussy whipped Adam comes over and he's like, hey Eve, what you got there? And Eve's like, you should really try this. And Adam's like, oh, I don't know Eve. And Eve's like, I won't fuck you if you don't. It's not literally what happened, but whatever. They both partake of the fruit and we get kicked out of the garden. Life sucks, we're mortal, we die, whatever. um Now here's the thing. Christians say, oh, that was a raw deal. We shouldn't have done that. We could have lived in paradise forever. Now, let's leave aside that absolutely no, that doesn't make any sense. None of God's plans work without that. He put the tree there so that we would do it. Like, if he exists, that's definitely his motives. But putting that aside, I disagree. If I had a time machine and, against all evidence, it's all true. The earth is only 6,000 years old. I jump in my time machine, I go back. I'm not going to do anything. I wouldn't go back. I think it was good. I agree. We should be building the Tower of Babel. We should be trying to create heaven on earth on our terms. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I disagree that this authoritarian notion that God, because he is powerful, because he created us, he gets to set the terms. He decides what's right and wrong. He is the arbiter of objective morality. No, no. God's morality is just as subjective as anyone else's. There is no scenario, no possible world in which objective morality exists. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. There are no moral facts. We need to come up with morality. Morality is an art form. And we are the only ones yet known who are capable of creating it. I mean, maybe God would be if he existed, but he doesn't. So, it solves that easily. This desire to be more, to create our own reality, to shape our reality is, in satanic philosophy, it's called the black flame. It's that, it's almost like oh, come on, Prometheus. There we go. Slipped my mind there for a second. Prometheus stole the fire of the gods for us and gave it to us. And so humanity can create. On the back of fire, all of our technology is based. We rise because we have the creative flame within. And the same is true of the black flame. And if I get some more money, I'll actually invest. There is a way you can make actual black flame, and I will create a little setup where I can have black flames in the background when I talk about this stuff. But anyway, Patreon down there. Um, the black flame is self-affirming. It's all about the Enlightenment. It's about humanism, which I have my criticisms, but the idea that we are the highest authority, that we must take up that mantle, that we cannot deny our nature and let opportunities to let our fruits rot on the vine. You know, we have an obligation. a calling, a path that we ought walk. Otherwise we're cowards. That's the real symbology of the Luciferian figure of the morning star, is he who challenges God, he who dares to stand up and say, you know, no, Dad. It's kind of like a teenage figure, rebellion. Uh, and I don't know. I wholeheartedly support it. So go ahead and freak out in the comments. I hope some Christians find this. I hope they lose their shit. That would make my day. Unrequited hatred is no fun. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling on. Share this around. Like I said, comment, like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Thank you for watching, and I hope you heard me.